Warning: graphic pest control video ahead. Do not watch if you might be offended. If, however, you really like watching pest control videos, then hello again and welcome to the Squirrel Hunter channel. Please continue and watch us as we control pest populations with silenced air rifles here in the UK. I'm at the new permission again, and I'm trying to shoot from my mobile hide. I've had to use my coat to cover my head up because the first squirrel spotted me and ran off. I'm using the rapid and I've moved back to about 25 yards away, and hopefully I'm far enough away and well enough covered to induce them to come to the feeder. It's only about 20 minutes after I've moved. I spot more movement in the hedgerow. These two squirrels, they're not hanging about. So many on this permission, they definitely need to be controlled. Just need them to come to the feeder. I'm struggling with this one as it comes out to track it with my rifle. I drape my coat over the top as an impromptu hide to cover my head. I wish I bought my pop-up hide. I'm going to make do. A lesson learnt there. This one hasn't appeared to have spotted me. Seems to be quite casual in its approach. It's behind the back of the post with the feeder on now. It does mess about quite a bit. Just going to get up on there. I've given up trying to watch it now. I'm fidgeting around trying to peer into my coat. I shut the camera up and I didn't realise I'd left it on. I thought it turned off at this point, so I'm waiting for this squirrel to come up onto the feeder. I've sped this up about 5 or 6 times now. I was there quite a while waiting. And eventually it does come up onto the feeder, and I open up the scope cam and take aim, turn it on, and I fire, only to realise I've turned the camera off. So I missed a shot. It was a good shot as well. I'm a bit annoyed about that. That was the aftermath. I've frozen a video on this one just to get a chance to tell you that he ran straight out, got on the feeder, and sat on the front ledge with his back to me. And here I am taking aim at the back of his head. I'm straight through the back of his head, into the feeder. That front ledge will have to go off that feeder, I think. Far too often they sit with their back to you. Not the best way to shoot, but I'm shooting downhill a bit. From a hide it would be quite difficult to get a good shot on him, unless we lower the feeder right close to the ground, which I think that might have to happen as well in the future. There he is, the second one of the day on the floor. That was a lot for the day. I'll just show you the feeder here. This little perspex lid, they can see it through there. It keeps the birds out. And I've topped it up right to the top. And that's been getting emptied quite regularly now. So I found this feeder. They're a good place to come. There it is on the post. That's number 1 squirrel. You can see where I hit him. Like I said before, it was a good shot. It's a shame I didn't get it on camera. This one at the ground and kicked a bit. The shot went straight in the back of his head. Threw it into the feeder. There they are. See some of the polytunnels in the background. Strawberries in there. There's a black and white version. So I decided to have a check of the other feeder. Hasn't had much action on it. I've driven up the hill. And there was one sat on there when I arrived. You can see the damage around this feeder. They tried to get it at some point. It's all squirrel chewings there. I'm definitely going to have to pay this one a visit sometime soon. So fast forward a few days. I'm out with a R10 in .22 caliber, shooting H&N Terminators. There's a close-up view of my new barrel cover and bottle cover, camo neoprene, and hopefully that will disguise the gun a bit more when I poke it at the hide. And there's the setup. See the feeder in the distance and my sticks and the camera setup. I'm there at first light. It's quite a cold day. The wind's starting to get up a bit. It's been rubbish weather lately, but I managed to get out because it's not raining. I've sat staking at the feeder. On 15 yards as per usual. I'm waiting for the first visitor. But the backlighting isn't very good for the camera. It's producing quite a dark picture. It's the first visitor of the day, just about to see his tail. I can see him perfectly well through the scope, but the camera's not picking up too well. Another problem with this feeder. I've got no problem seeing him, as you can see. The Terminator does an excellent job as per usual. A few kicks off that one. You can see he went down pretty hard. That is just nerves, despite being quite vigorous. They're not breathing and they're not consciously moving their head. So although he's moving, he's unconscious. pretty much bled out already, I should imagine. It doesn't last for long. That's why I can see that view. Actually, the camera against the backlight's not doing too well at all. May have to move this feeder, I think. You might be able to tell it's quite windy there as the stick's moving around, and even hear it. I'm having real big problems with my hide. I haven't staked it down or anything like that. The wind's coming across the valley floor up the hill. It's blowing it around really badly. Can't quite see it here. And maybe hear it. I'm spending most of my time holding the hide down. Anyway, this is the second one of the day. Only have to wait half an hour for this one. I was inspecting the dead one. And again, the backlighting is causing big problems with my camera. I'm a bit too exposed here. Wasn't the best choice of locations for a feeder, I must admit. But I got a squirrel sat on it. I'm taking aim. I'm going to drop him off nicely. I had no idea I was there, despite the fact the hide was almost taken off. So the wind's gotten a lot worse now. It's been quite a bad day. I'm definitely holding the hide down now. I actually tied it down to my bag in the middle. A few quite lame kicks there. It's pretty much over and done with that one. I'm happy with that. I can't stay there forever. Not the way the weather's going. So again, I have to cut my losses. That's a view of the valley floor. The wind's coming straight over there and up the hill, buffeting me. This is the one I just shot. I only stayed 10 minutes longer. Nothing wrong with them two headshots. There they are. Just two for today. It's a bit unfortunate. I'll have to move that feeder, I think. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.